Passion, enthusiasm, dedication. All part of competing at the highest level and very much part of the fans' philosophy at Rally Japan. Thursday evening and inside the Sapporo Dome, the WRC is brought straight to the people with a crowd-pleasing super special stage. But it's out in the forest where the real competition will begin.
Day one.
8 stages make up day one. Mikko and Jarmo are in second position after last night's super special, with Jari-Matti and Mika in fourth. The stages in Japan are notoriously tough, rough, narrow gravel tracks through the forests, with dangers around every corner, as Khalid Al-Qasimi found out when he rolled his Ford Focus RS on the opening stage of the day. Both crew were okay, but had to retire early from the event.
Service.
At the midpoint service break, Mikko had dropped to fourth, with Jari-Matti in fifth.
Yeah, pretty happy. It's pretty close with everybody basically. Petter isn't far away who's leading, and then Jari-Matti isn't far behind. So, you know, we're in a good position. I think we can have a good fight.
It's going to be rough out there this afternoon though.
Will be. I mean, even first time through the stages, especially the first one, like we are 6 car on the road, felt like it's just ruts are getting deeper and deeper, and it's so soft that it's kind of just slowing us down in places. So for sure now when we go the second time, it's going to be really soft.
You need to have nice tight shoelaces.
Yeah.
It's the secret of your success.
It could be. Soon find out.
During the afternoon test, Mikko and Jarmo moved into second position overall, winning 2 of the 3 stages, with Jari-Matti taking a win on the opening stage of the afternoon. He moved up to fourth.
Yeah, it's been a superb day for the boys. Everything's gone perfect. The cars have been superb. They've increased the pace this afternoon, and we've really ended up at the end of day one, to be honest, in the perfect positions where we want to be for tomorrow.
Yeah, it will be interesting day tomorrow, and yeah, for sure, I'm looking forward to fight for the podium places.
I'm not sure the fans are going to let you actually go to bed tonight. There's so much stuff to sign. These fans are incredible, aren't they?
There are so many fans, you know. Yeah, they wouldn't let me to go, but I have to go myself, so I have to stop in some point.
Day 2.
Mikko and Jarmo lead Ford's Charge for Glory, just 9.4 seconds off the lead as they start the day. We ask Jarmo, what's the plan for day 2?
It's definitely full attack and try to catch better, and keep in mind that Jari and Ogier, they will be fast behind us, so we need to be on the case to keep them behind. It's really good to be back on the fight, and it's a fantastic feeling, and also you can feel it in the team as well. The atmosphere is, everybody's like pushing really hard.
As the boys head through the stages in their 4-wheel drive Ford Focuses, the team's chef, Mick Maunder, tries to take charge of 4 wheels on a shopping trolley. Feeding a team of 90 people plus guests means finding a lot of food, a task Mick has to do on a daily basis. With the shelves stripped bare, it's time to head back to service.
There's got to be a beer in it for us. LivingTheDream.com.
Back to the stages, and on the opener of the day, Mikko and Jarmo spun, dropping 10 seconds. Jari-Matti and Mika were charging through the stages, and they were in second position as they headed back to service. Then news came through that leader Petter Solberg had picked up a 10-second penalty. Jari-Matti was now in the lead.
Does that really raise the spirits now of the team when everything's going so well? Is everyone really upbeat?
I'm smiling. Yeah, it does. I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, the guys are really doing a tremendous job here, and you know, to travel to these long-haul events is tough enough, and it's hard. You know, it's an endurance for the technicians, and to see what they've done this weekend is incredible.
The afternoon was a rerun of the morning tests. The battle at the front was intense, with just a handful of seconds separating the top 3 drivers. At the end of the day, Mikko and Jarmo had moved back into second position, but Jari-Matti and Mika had dropped to 5th. Jari-Matti explains why.
I just suddenly felt that I lost the drive from the front right, and a couple of corners later I realized, yeah, it is the drive shaft. I have lost the drive shaft. Similar situation as in Wales 1 year ago. So we had to tackle 5Ks to the end with the 3 drive shafts. And we managed to do all the stages, but then I had also a spin in the super stage. It's not easy to climb up the podium, but at least we have to try, and let's see what happens tomorrow. It's a short day, but the stages are demanding anyway.
The battle for all podium positions was still on in Japan, with the top 5 drivers separated by just 15 seconds. The final day promised to be a thriller.
Day 3.
There would be 8 stages without a midpoint service break. The next time we would see the drivers would be after all the stages were complete. Sadly for Mikko and Jarmo, they would not be able to fight for the win in Japan. A problem with the hydraulic pump would see them lose time through the stages. They completed in 6th position overall. But for Jari-Matti and Mika, the challenge was on to fight for the podium. They put everything into the final day, winning the fight with Danny Sordo to claim the final place on the podium, 3rd overall.
Both drivers were in a very strong position to win this rally. Quite clearly, they've both been quick enough to win. But I mean, again, he's done an incredible drive, and what a fight back today. And it was quite clear to everybody to see the pace of him and the car today. That, you know, there's no question that I'm pretty confident that we could have been on the top step of the podium. And we were also in a great position this morning with Mikko. We felt that he could actually do it as well. We've got some work to do this year. We need to finish off the season in a high, and hopefully on Rally GB give the Focus a good send-off, because it's created history. In fact, 2 World Championships, back-to-back victories for Ford, 2006, 2007. Topped the all-time record of victories at 75 in New Zealand. So it would be a great way for us to send the car off on Rally GB with a victory there. And judging on the performance here, then there's no reason why we can't do that.
It was a frustrating feeling, and it was difficult to get the rhythm this morning back, but in the very important stage, or probably one of the most important stages in this rally, I found the rhythm, and I managed to get past to Danny Sordo. I really took quite a lot of risks, honestly. I took quite many risks over there, and I was cutting a lot, and I just put the front towards the bushes, and I didn't know if they were stones or not, but I had to take those risks because I knew that that's the stage where, if I want to be on the podium, I need to set the really good time over there.
I mean, we were devastated yesterday when he had a broken drive shaft when he came into service, but you know, he recovered well today. He fought back really hard. I mean, at one point he was struggling in 4th position, but managed to secure third and get on the podium. And you know, for Mikko as well, it's important this weekend. He showed a lot of pace. You know, we had 7 fastest stage times. I think his confidence is growing all the time. We're seeing a different Jari-Matti this season, and it's really good because it's showing in his driving. And you know, for next season, now as we're getting close to it, it's really encouraging with the new car coming and so on. So quite excited about it.
The Ford boys have showed their competitive form in Japan and will hope to carry that momentum through to the 3 remaining rounds in the World Rally Championship.